Hi folks, and welcome to my thoughts on a comic. And today's comic is Green Lanterns Rage Planet Part 2, Issue 2 by DC. And this is the DC Universe Rebirth. Now there is a bit of violence and demonic looking people in this one, so if you are in any way squeamish, you have been warned. Alright, let's start with the usual mispronouncing of names. Right, so the writer is Sam Humphries. Pencils are by Robson Rocha, I think. Inks are by Leisten. Colors are by BLOND. Letters are by Dave Sharpe. I'll read both covers because I'm not sure what cover this is. So the first cover, guessing the original, I don't know. First cover is by Rocha, Joe Prado, and Reis. And the variant cover is by Emanuela. I don't know how to pronounce that last name. It will be down below. And Tomeu Morey. Alright, all that as usual will be down below. Alright, so in the first... how do I start? Alright, so a bit about the first issue. In the first issue we had Jessica Cruz and Simon Buzz. They are new recruits to, the whole Green Lantern thing. They have a mission where they go to some barn where they're supposed to check on an illegal alien, but when they get there, they see a human who is affected by rage. I'm now pretty sure he's a human. So anyway, they manage to subdue him, and they discover a murdered alien, a lot of bodies. And after they call the police, some shit happens, and a giant demonic tower appears. A team that was sent by S.H.I.E.L.D. or by Amanda Weller tells them to fuck off, you've done enough damage, we'll take care of it. And then Simon and Jessica both go home. Now Jessica is a young lady with a lot of anxiety, so much that she hasn't left her apartment in 3 years. She doesn't get how, she was chosen to be a Green Lantern. Simon is a young man who has been charged with terrorism, but apparently those charges were false. He didn't actually do anything. He's also very hot-headed as well, not to mention. Which I guess doesn't really help, and he's dealing with his own shit, what he's gonna do, his family, all that. And we stopped with, Simon sitting with his family, and they think lawyer, friend, something. I'm still not sure if he's his lawyer. And Jessica shopping out with her sister in this big mall where the whole rage thing starts hitting again, and we also have some red lanterns. I now know that they're red lanterns. So when we stop in the first issue, things go down the pooper, basically. Rage starts hitting the people that are in the store with Jessica. And she calls out to Simon. Alright, so that's more or less the first issue. Alright, so in this one, we get back... first we start with the demonic dude. The leader of the Red Lantern thing from the first one. And his name is...
Atrocitus.
Atrocitus. Okay, this time I checked with Google. I hope that's how you pronounce that. So he's kind of, I guess, the leader of the Red Lanterns. He says he takes the ones that, no one would accept anymore. And so their plan is to build a tower and plant the seed of rage on Earth. They want to take over Earth and make it their new home planet. Plant the seed and make a giant demonic tower. The demon lady with the large ass is not present in this one. Maybe she's on in later issues. So that's their plan, and it's already starting to work, as we see from the first issue. Alright, then we go back to Jessica. She is trying, to fight off the people without hurting them, and her sister has also been affected by rage, and, she's trying to hurt her as well. Same as everyone. Jessica is, of course, very scared. What is she going to do? And in the midst of her, fighting this whole crazy, we go back to yesterday before the whole attack. Jessica is, at home talking with her sister, showing some of the Green Lantern powers. So apparently, Green Lanterns talk to their rings. I forgot that part where they pass down from person to person. So anyway, she asks her to show her something. So Jessica asks the ring, please don't embarrass me. So she starts to fly. Her sister, thinks it's cool and all that, and then she says, "I need to go down." Instead of landing gently, she's shot. She's shot like from a cannon into the ground. And she said, "I'm going to die." And the ring's like, "No, you're not. Nothing's broken or injured." And that was a bit funny. From embarrassment, then the ring like checking for embarrassment. I'm starting to like these rings. So yes, then her sister comes, and they keep talking about the anxiety. Jessica continues to wonder, why was she chosen to be a Green Lantern when she's so terrified of just going outside of her own apartment, how anxiety ruled her life, and how she can't seem to yet create things with the power of the ring. Like how they create weapons and all that. She seems to not be able to do that yet. And she's trying to create something to contain her sister so she wouldn't get hurt. And so she wouldn't have to hurt her. But, her sister, they're just still fighting inside the store. Her sister is looking for her. And she tells her, you abandoned me. We were, together. You were always there with me when we were kids. But when we grew up, you stopped. Her sister apparently spent a week in the hospital alone. I guess it was around the time where Jessica didn't leave her apartment even. I also discovered that the few friends of Jessica's were murdered or were killed, and then she ran away. She's like, I can't run away this time. I have to save my sister. And she's still trying to create something, and she can't. And then when she's like, oh shit, she's about to be attacked, Simon comes to the rescue in one hell of an entrance. He has this giant jeep made out of the Green Lantern Force, and he just drives into the wall. Like, holy shit. Things are knocked over, chaos, mayhem, and he grabs her into the car. He's like, are you insane? I need to get back out there. And he's like, hi, you're welcome. So they start driving. They have to go. The rings keep giving them, uh, what do you call it? Like warnings. The code red, something is happening, and oh boy, indeed it does. And Simon tells Jessica, well, come on, we have to go. She's like, sorry, Buzz, I can't. She gets out of the Jeep, and she goes back to finding her sister. And, yeah, she uses her ring, and she crashes the Jeep. So anyway, she goes back to looking for her sister. He does manage to find it, and no, he did. Oh, and I forgot. There's also a part before that, before that, where we get back to the people that were in the farmhouse, and the whole demonic tower. I didn't get that part. In the last one, we didn't see the people after that. There was just that team, and now they all reappeared. What gives? Where were they? Did they disappear somewhere? Did they stay there? Because presumably, some hours have passed since then. So anyway, they're running for cover, and that detective sheriff lady is being affected by rage as well. Alright, so we go back. Jessica finds her sister. Her sister is still trying to hurt her. And then when she's about, to really use a bat and seriously do some damage, Buzz stops her again. He shoots her with the ring, and he creates a protective force field around her that she lasts for 12 hours. And he also picks up a small stuffed animal to give to his nephew. I don't know why he found that this was the most appropriate time, and he also stole that. Come on, dude, not cool. Right, so he tells Jessica, come on, we have to go. Jessica, refuses. She wants to stay with her sister, protect her and all that, but, well, Buzz doesn't let her. He grabs her and he again uses the ring, and their hands are now, attached to each other. And then they fly out of the store into outer space. Now Jessica again is fighting with him. I need to go back to my sister, and he's like, "Look, this is bigger than your sister. If you want to save your sister, we have to go to the source of this whole thing." And yeah, this is really interesting though. Although there's the inner monologue where they don't seem to get along really all that well, but they still kind of do. I mean, they do argue, but not to a point where they make a dysfunctional team. It seems like they are capable of working in a team together, even though their differences and all that. And Simon's like, I was where she was once, because now he can create things with his ring. And also last time he got this emerald vision, they let him see future multiple scenarios. I'm still not sure. I should have read about that. And Jessica is still not there yet. And then Jessica looks down at the earth and like, holy shit. And she asks him, "Is that what I think it is?" And then we see that on the earth there is a symbol of the red lanterns. He's like, "Yeah, the red lanterns." And all around are popping, messages. 1,000 something people have been infected with rage, and it's like all over. And then she asks, "Do we have to deal with this ourselves?" And Buzz says, "God, I hope not." It's a really cool scene. And yeah, that's about where the story ends. It will be continued. But it seems like this thing is already infecting the planet. Now fuck it, I'll use the thing again. Atrocitus. Yeah, that guy's about to probably arrive there in the next few issues with his red lanterns. So yeah, that was still pretty cool. The relationship between Jessica and Simon does seem to be a really interesting one. I do wonder why was Jessica's friends killed. I think that also, and it seems like they don't have parents either. No, I'm pretty sure that was friends there. Yeah, I'd read her friends were killed. Why were they killed, I wonder? Is that what caused Jessica's anxiety that she can't even function outside? She's like also doubting herself. Why was I chosen to be a Green Lantern? But even how Jordan, had fear and didn't feel worthy. Well, but the ring knows best, I guess. All right, let's get to the art. So the cover again is really cool. I think that's Hal Jordan, but I'm not sure. Does seem to have a Green Lantern costume. That is in fact him. Jessica looks good, although I have to admit the cover on the first issue is cooler. This one's cool too, but that one's just extra cool. Alright, let's open. So this is him. I'm not gonna use the thing again. There he is. That's his red lanterns. This alien has two faces. That's pretty cool. Again with the that is really cute. By the way, if they would kiss, how would that look? Never mind. Let's continue. Yeah, that happened right in the beginning. Alright, so, oh, look at that dude over there. I love that. Yes, there is planning, and then you see she's affected by rage. Where were these people like in the last one? Well, what? Did they disappear momentarily and then reappeared? I just don't get it. It annoys me. There's Jessica. That's a pretty cool scene. Man, this comic has a shitload of ads. The last one, too. Alright, there's, people are attacking her. Her sister Sarah has also been infected. By the way, is that Uncle Sam or am I imagining it? If anyone knows if that is Uncle Sam, please write it down below. I'm curious. I mean, I like the different styles. Alright, there's Simon with the G. That is one hell of an entrance. Say what you will. That is a hell of an entrance. There, he saves Jessica. Alright, he comes before that, and then she goes after her sister. My bad. Oh, look at them. They're so cute. Alright, there she goes. She has to, get her sister. There she is. Ah, yeah, she grabs her and she, tries to. And now we go back to the, previous night. She tries with the powers. Look at the colors here. They're so pretty. All the green. And look at that. By the way, is it me or does she have a proper evil-looking face there? Ooh, Batman. I love me some Batman. I look at that. That is really a beautiful part. Look. Okay, there's Jessica trying to concentrate. He's Nightwing. To use some of that power. Again, shitload of ads. And Suicide Squad. Gotta say, these dolls don't look half bad. He could have made like a pimp Joker. Psychotic, yeah. Particularly scary, eh. Alright, there you... I mean, dude, is it really now the time to look for a present for your nephew? Just saying. Alright, there they fly on top of the Earth. You see they're arguing a bit. Emerald Vision, and look at that scene. That scene is fucking awesome. I mean, look at that. Rage everywhere, and he's like, God, I hope we don't have to deal with this alone. That is freaking amazing. I mean, look at that. Imagine having to deal with that, too. Alright, we have more ads, and, this movie. Alright, that is it, folks. This is a pretty cool story. I might at some point look up to see if it has a trade paperback. Would be interesting to continue reading this one. Alright, so that is it, folks. Till next time, bye!